Guys, I'm back. Welcome once again to another episode of In Conversation With. As you know, every week we have new guests. We're talking different topics that are to give you some information on different kind of things. Just helping you through life, because there's so many things that you can learn from other people that you don't know. And guys, as you know, it's December, kumnandi and everything, but we have students and learners who just finished their exams. There's so much transitioning that's going to take place in their lives, from moving from one state to another. It's always a mission, but it's not going to be a mission anymore, because I have this young, beautiful lady here with me. She is a graduate. You know, when someone says, yeah man, I've graduated levels, she's a UJ graduate. She's gonna tell you guys a little bit more about who she is and what she's about and all of that. But what you just need to know is that she is not only beautiful, but yes, she is educated. She is definitely a graduate, and she's gonna take us through her journey, just to help those who are about to start the journey becoming students, who are doing their matric this year. And also just to give information, because I feel like there's a lot of information that you never get to hear or get to see. Without wasting any more time, ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome Asanda Hlatshwayo. Hi, lady.
Thank you for having me. So, my name is Asanda Hlatshwayo, as she has just said, and I think I'm currently a student, and I'm also working. So I have my degree, I have my honors, so I'm just like trying to get into masters, finish my masters, and proceed to PhD, and try to work at the same time, because I'm a fresh graduate.
Yes.
So I'm trying to get into the workspace and just trying to figure out things outside university.
So you are adulting. You finally made it.
Yeah. I am finally adulting, and it's not cute.
It's not as
It's
cute as
not
people
cute.
think. We make it cute, but
It's
honey, it doesn't come that easy. Thanks, Asanda, for taking your time to share your journey with us. I like what you are saying. You are a student. Guys, we thought like, couple of years, wear my gown, I'm done. Not her. So tell us a little bit more about why did you decide to... A lot of people are like, 3-4 years is enough. Thank you, bye.
I'm done.
I'm
Once I
done.
get my degree, I'm out of here.
Why carry on?
I think for me, I value education, and I think I consider myself an academic. I love school. Like, I feel like if I'm not at school, I'm out of place. I can be working, but I feel like I still need to be a student. I still need to learn something. I still need to get more, because my goal is to obviously get my red gown one day and be Dr. Asanda.
Yes.
So I think that's what's pushing me to like continue studying, and because for me, I felt like a degree is a bare minimum. Everybody has a degree now. These days, everyone has a degree. And now that everyone has a degree, people are now getting into honors as well. Like, that's why we have a lot of unemployed youth, young adults who just graduated and they don't have jobs, because everybody has it all. Everybody has a degree. Everybody has honors. What are you going to bring to the table? Something that is different, something that not everybody, because people don't do masters like immediately after finishing their honors, because everyone is just like, I need a break, because varsity can be tough. You definitely need the break.
Yes.
Like, it takes so much for you to still want to continue, even after getting your honors, and you're just like, I still want to continue, because it gets really tough.
Okay, I like what you are saying. Everybody now has a degree, and everyone is kind of in the same line. What do you have to offer in the table? The bar has been raised. Like,
High.
it's very high. Before it was okay, but now the bar has been raised. Now take us to Asanda when she was a young girl, in high school at some point. Take us through who she was up until now. She was doing matric, and then boo, you're going to varsity. Please take us through this journey.
Whew. High school. Well, I'm from Swaziland.
Swati girl.
Yes,
All right.
I'm from Swaziland. So my high school was pretty much different from, I think, my experience, because I was obviously in a different country. So coming to South Africa, there's like so many different things. For example, my high school in Swaziland, we had school from 7 to 4 p.m. When I come to South Africa, school is like from 8 until 2 p.m. So it's like, it's different. And I only came here to just do matric and go to varsity. So I had to adjust to, also the syllabus is not the same.
Same.
So I think that helped me, because when I got to varsity, you transition from being a high school student to being now
a young adult.
Yeah. And pretty much nobody prepares you for that, because you just okay, we have orientation, but it's not the same. Nobody teaches you about this blackboard. When I got to varsity, I was like, what the hell is this?
What is a blackboard?
What is blackboard? I didn't know how to, because you have to create passwords, you need to, everything is there. Like lecturers just drop assignments there. Literally on the first week, I didn't attend my orientation because I registered late. And then first day I missed my class. I was an hour late because I was trying to find the venue.
The school is now so big.
It's huge. Yeah, it's different from, you know, a high school.
School gets a little bit smaller.
Exactly.
You know your way.
But then I knew that I had to now get into this space, because I had obviously transitioned from being in Swaziland to coming to South Africa and doing matric. So I was already used to, you know, tapping into a different environment, tapping into a different space. So I had to, one thing about me, I don't like asking. Because you know when you ask around like, oh, are you a first year? So it's like
everybody's gonna know that
like,
you're
oh,
first
no,
year.
you're first year. So for me, I was like, I'll figure
Guys,
this
the
out.
pressure.
Yeah, I was like, I'll figure it out myself. So I remember my first class, I was like an hour late. When I got in, when I eventually found the venue, I got in, and then everyone was packing their bags and leaving. I'm like,
Like, how, guys?
I just got here and you're leaving.
What's
So,
going on?
Yeah, but it was, I'm not gonna lie, first year is tough, because yeah, the workload is different from high school. Also in varsity, nobody follows you around.
To say start,
To say,
stop.
Like if you don't submit your assignment, it's okay, you can submit it tomorrow. In varsity, if you don't submit your assignments, it's either
It's
you
a
get a
zero.
zero or it's a minus 5% per day. So it's up to you. You need to teach yourself discipline. That's one thing. I was that one person who I like doing things last minute. Yeah, I was that girl. So I had to now learn, you know, try to be adapt to the university life where you can't be I'm gonna do things last minute girl anymore. It's like you need to prepare, because you only have 2 or 3 months before your exams, and you get like a huge textbook with 600 pages where you need to cover the whole content, because you're gonna be examined, and it's one paper. One thing about varsity, every module has one paper. There's no I'm gonna
Do
make up
better on
the next
paper
paper.
2.
No, it's one paper. You miss that one paper, it's try. And also, you know, in varsity, if you fail on module, you add a year. It's not like high school, you know. In varsity, you add a year. If you fail on module,
If you fail,
that's another year for you, and that's like a delay. Because now you have, I feel like when we get to varsity, we all have this plan. I'm gonna do my degree, I'm gonna finish my degree in 3 years, get my honors.
Yes.
I feel like we all have a life plan. Like, I'm gonna finish my degree, I'm gonna get a job after immediately. It's not like that.
Doesn't work like
It's
that.
possible to do a 3-year degree in 7 years.
In 7 years.
And finish. Yes, it's highly possible. Because you can fail one module another year. You fail another module another year again. So it's not easy. Like, I think what I wish I knew before coming to varsity is that also I think we should take out the mentality of me, I'm smart.
I'm a straight A student.
I'm a straight A student.
You're a straight A student in high school.
Yeah, varsity is a different space. Like, varsity will teach you that you don't know anything. Like, you literally don't know anything. You go write an exam and you just ask yourself after, what was I doing?
What just happened?
What just happened?
I get you. So
Like-
basically what you are saying is high school and varsity are nowhere near being the same.
No.
And in high school, the love and care and that annoying teacher who'll be like, yay, I want this, I want that. You don't have that in varsity. So first things first, you need to be disciplined.
You need to be disciplined. I think in one word, I'd just say that for me, you need to have purpose. You need to know why you came to varsity. I think you need to have that in your head. Remind yourself every day that I have this. I came here because of this, and this is what I came here to do.
This is what I'm trying to
This is
achieve.
what I'm trying to achieve in the long run. Because it's easy to just slip up in varsity. Very easy. Varsity is such a big space where you meet people from different backgrounds, different cultures, different countries. I myself, I was from a different country. Meeting people, South Africans, meeting people from Zimbabwe. Like, you get to, also especially if you're staying at race, you get to be in this space where there's different people, different cultures, values.
cultures.
It's so easy to get mixed up in that and forget your purpose. Like forget why you are here, why you came to varsity in the first place.
Forget who you are.
Forget who you are. The pressure also. Like I think another thing that young people need to learn when they get to go to varsity is that you can't always try to impress your friend. You can't achieve the dream if you're pleasing the team. It's okay to say no. Learn to have no in your vocabulary, because if you don't, you're gonna end up, because sometimes, you know, friends, you can have friends that go out, club and drink. But then they come back and they still get it right.
Acids, they pass. And when you hear like,
you hear like, you are that student that goes to clubs with them because my friend said I must go, and then you come back, then you're left behind, because it's not like your friends are gonna go write the exams
for you. Definitely.
It doesn't work like that.
So you're saying you need to have your priorities straight.
Yeah.
Prioritize. Guys, we're not saying you shouldn't leave, but we're saying every freedom that you think you have comes with a responsibility.
Yes.
Your family is trusting you to go out there and make something out of yourself. And like you said, you are moving into a space where there's different kinds of people, different kind of characters, different kind of cultures. You just need to put a stand and say, guys, I'm here and this is me, and I'm not compromising myself on that.
Yes. I think that's one mistake that we make. Like, you forget who you are, forget your values, forget why you came there in the first place. It's very easy in varsity. Not to say don't enjoy varsity. I think I've been talking about how tough varsity is. Varsity can be nice.
Nice as well.
Yes, the experience is amazing, and I feel like everyone needs to have that experience. Staying at rest, you have this freedom. It's just, you need to discipline yourself so that you don't let the freedom get into your head. Because most people come from families where the parents are strict. I can't do anything. So when you get to varsity, like,
no one is in
I can go out for the whole week. No one's gonna say anything.
Ask me.
I'm gonna go out and come back at 3 in the morning. No one's gonna question me. I think we let that get into our heads. Like, it's okay to do that every now and then. You can't always be a bookworm all the time. You're gonna go crazy. You need to go out, you know.
You need to find a balance.
Yes, but be responsible. There is going out and then there's being reckless. So I think you just need to make sure that you balance everything, and time management. Like, you need to manage your time. You need to set your time, your goals first, and then so you know that, okay, at this time I'm going to be studying, at this time I'm going to be going out with my friends. Because you can't just always be in your books. You need to have fun. Like, at my race where I stay, we have first year's concert where when you're first year, you come in and you get like initiation. You get to meet fellow first years. There's dances, there's race culture. I think that helps a lot because you get to make friends in that space. You make new friends.
You find similar people.
Yes, and you just get to relax. Because after classes, you come back, you have practice. So it's like you don't just focus only on your books. There's other things that, you know, let you relax. And I think getting into varsity and getting to UJ races or like on-campus races, I think it helps compared to going to outside. I think outside residences, the private ones, they don't really invest in first years. Like, oh my God, first years are still young. They don't know anything. They don't have mentors.
They need guidance. They need mentorship.
University race campuses, they're amazing because you have mentors, you have house homes, they take care of the first years, they guide you because
they don't just throw you in.
Yeah, because honestly in first year there's a lot that you don't know. Especially when you're living in an environment like Johannesburg where Joburg is not safe. So you need someone that's gonna guide you, and in terms of the schoolwork, because if you have someone who's like in their second or third year, they've already had the experience. It's easy for them to guide you through it and just sort of like help you adjust and, you know, get into the varsity experience.
Yes, exactly.
Because some people drop out in first year
because of the pressure.
Also families. I feel like it's not just us students. It's also families. Families put so much pressure on us. It's like you're going to varsity and your degree is 3 years. I'm expecting you to get that degree in 3 years. Varsity is different. It's not like high school, because I think parents, families need to accept that I can finish my degree in 5 years, and that's okay. It's varsity. Not to say that failing is good or what, but in varsity it's different. It's not the same. I'm not the
you
same.
need to
person.
understand my strengths and my weaknesses. I get
I'm not
you.
the same person I was in high school. I think the pressure has led to some students commit suicide because now they feel like, yo, I failed, and now
what am I gonna say?
What am I gonna say to my parents? Like, it's unnecessary.
It's unnecessary pressure. Because at the end of the day, I feel like your life doesn't end in varsity. No. It's just another step towards the kind of life that the kind of future you are trying to build. We still want you to get into the corporate space. We still want you to do amazing things. It doesn't stop there. I think what we're trying to say to parents is see it as when the child was first going into grade 0, and then they made it to grade 7, and now from grade 7 all the way through to grade 12, they're just transitioning into a different space. Not that varsity now is the deal breaker, because you're mentioning something so important. We've had so many suicide attempts and actual suicides from students, and you're like, why? But again, there's so many different reasons. But thank you for raising that one, the pressure that they're facing. A lot of people would say maybe it's the financial pressure at home. So take us through your journey with the actual application. I've gotten a lot of people saying, oh God, like just trying to get in. I hear what you guys are saying, but I'm literally just trying to get in. I don't have funds to get in. I didn't get a bursary, or I'm still trying to get one. This is someone who just finished the matric exams. It's not like you even had time to be focusing on all these things because you were busy focusing on your exams. Now you need to focus on this. What did you learn? How was your process going through just trying to get in?
Okay, my experience was very different. It was very different, but like usually they tell us to apply early, and now I wish I did that. But obviously, I wish I had done it. I wish I had applied early. I wouldn't have had the stress that I had. But like, I feel like firstly, student needs to like apply early in grade 12, like March as early as possible. Because one thing about, I'm gonna speak about UJ because I'm from
that's
UJ.
What you know.
That's what I know. UJ can reject you with your 40 APS and accept somebody who has their A's because they applied early. So it's important to apply early. And going back to my journey, I couldn't apply when I was in grade 12. So I didn't do my application then. So I tried applying in January, doing the late application, and which I was rejected because it was like, it was a late application. I think I had the marks. I qualified for that program that I was applying for, but then because I was late, I got a rejection letter. Then I went inside campus, but that was after registrations were already closed. I went there with my matric results, just went to the faculty, and then I had somebody help me, do the application manually right there and then. But I'm not saying it's gonna work like that for everybody.
No, like what you're saying is you pushed and hoped that I'm pushing in the right door, and it so happened for you.
For me,
it worked. Yes, I get you.
It won't work for everybody.
Definitely. So please, guys, apply as early as you can.
Yes. So I got there, and this guy was just like to me, registrations closed, application closed like a month ago, and coming here
Why are you here?
Why are you here? And it was just like, in my head I was just like, all I know is that I want to get into school and I don't want to stay at home the whole year. So I'm gonna be here every day until you hear me. I got there, and he helped me and I got in, but I obviously had to do the whole registration process, of which was an issue as well because I didn't have a bursary then. And I didn't have the money for registration. I remember they told me that I need to register before 4 p.m. because classes had already commenced at that time. And I had already missed like 2 weeks of the content. And in varsity, 2 weeks, in fact, one day you've already missed like 5 chapters.
Especially because you're a first year.
I'm a first year, yes, that's another thing. So I gave up. I'm not gonna lie. There and there, I was just like, you know what, it's done. And then I came back Monday. I remember it was a Monday when I came back, and I was just like, I went to the faculty. I'm like, I'm here to register. And that lady was just looking at me like, register.
okay?
Are you okay? And then she opened the link thing for me and tried to register for me, and I was unblocked for registration. By some miracle, I was unblocked for registration, and I managed to register. Got my student card. I was so excited, and then then I started attending classes. So my experience was different in that sense that obviously I didn't go through the whole application process, applying early, and and then also applying for bursaries early. Yeah, when I started, I didn't even have a bursary. Like, it was tough. Like, yeah. I don't want to.
You're getting flashbacks.
I don't want to cry.
Oh God.
Yeah, like,
you've seen me through a lot.
Yes.
No, I get you.
I think that's also another thing that got me through my first year experience. It was God. I'm a Christian. I believe in God, and I just believe that I'm where I am today because of Him, because of who He is in my life and His purpose for me. And honestly, I've seen God in my life, and especially in my varsity journey, that some things I'm just like, I can't explain them. It's like, how did you even get to be accepted 2 weeks after classes had commenced? How did you even get to be unblocked for registration when you didn't pay anything? So yeah, my whole varsity journey revolves around God and my faith, because I think I told myself that God did not bring me this far to leave me.
To just leave me to go back home.
Yeah, to go back home. So yeah, my first year was tough, especially first semester, because had no bursary. Now I need to figure out where I need to stay. I need money for accommodation. I need money for food. Other students sleep like in classes. They sleep in libraries because, like, you find students from KZN, they're in Joburg. You can't travel from home. So yeah, and then second semester, I had a bursary that I did not apply for. By some miracle again. That's why I'm saying my whole varsity journey revolves around God.
Making a way
for me, because I got an email saying that I need to come get a fundi card. They had loaded accommodation, money for books. In my head, I'm just like, how? Because all bursaries had closed then. I remember NSFAS closes like the year before. It also opens again in January. But I didn't get the chance to apply for it because I didn't have any university acceptance letter. So yeah, it didn't make sense to me. It still doesn't, because I don't know where I got that bursary from. I don't know where that accommodation money came from.
But it came and it did the job.
But it came and it did. It got me through my first year. Then obviously the following year, because I had time to apply
properly.
Yes, it's very important to apply early. Very, very important.
This is not only in varsity for getting in. You're talking also with bursaries and funding. There's so many funding options out there, but it all revolves around the information you have and how early you actually start applying. Be proactive, get the information, be in their face, man. At the end of the day, it's your future that you are trying to build. So you need to do your part, and then God will do the rest.
Yes. I think
like that.
Yeah, for me, I think mostly, I'll speak about God because
that's your journey.
That's my
what
journey.
you
I
remember.
know other people we all have different beliefs, and I respect what other people believe in and what works for them. Here, I'm just sharing my journey and what works and what worked for me.
For you,
yes. For me, it was.
I would say it worked for you because now you graduate. Now you've moved into the working space. How is that?
Oh my God.
The transition from now you need to balance because you're still studying and you now fresh graduates, like you said, you're trying to get into the working space. How's that transition?
Okay. I think firstly my first job was online, so it wasn't as bad. Because I didn't get to do the whole 9 to 5. My first official job, I've had other, vacation jobs where it's like I'm working. But my first official job was online with an American company. So it was, I don't know, the experience wasn't as bad because
you online.
I'm working in my own space. Like, I'm in my house, I'm working there. But the working hours, oh my God, they're hectic. Because now it's like,
the time difference.
Yes, also the time difference. It's like, okay, during the day, people are working during the day, you are not. And then at night, when people are coming back from work and they're resting, when you
That's
start
where
working.
you start working.
That's when you start working, yes. And just dealing with bosses and managers. It's not easy.
The pressure.
Like you need to. It almost feels like you're getting into varsity again. It's like there's so much pressure. You need to get your work done. And here it's like you risk getting fired. Whereas in varsity, it's like
you risk getting a fail.
A fail, yeah.
So
which you can come back and fix it.
But
at work you can't. You get fired, it's done. So I think, but getting your first pay.
I was about to say,
getting your
how
first
is that,
pay,
man?
I'm not gonna lie, I blew my first salary.
I think it's allowed.
I'm not gonna advise people to do that, but I blew my first salary. I remember, guys, I got myself everything that I've always wanted.
That's it.
Like,
you see, with that mentality, for me, I don't feel like you blew it.
yeah.
I feel like there's nothing more satisfying than getting something you've always wanted and knowing that you got it from yourself.
From your hard work.
From your own hard work. So there's a lesson there as well. I get you.
Yeah.
What did you buy, Asanda?
Oh my god. I got myself a Steve Madden bag.
Child.
I got myself
Levels.
I got myself a Steve Madden bag. I was like, I'm gonna be that girl. If I like a Gucci bag, I'm gonna go get it.
I wanna be that
girl.
girl.
Yes, I can do it. So yeah, I was that girl. My first salary, I blew it. But I feel like as much as I blew it, I can see where it went.
Yeah.
I think the most important part about blowing your money is knowing what you did with your money.
And being happy with what you did with it.
Yes, because I can point the things that I did with my money. Like they're still there. It's tangible things. It's not like me blowing money because I don't drink. So obviously I wouldn't have blown my money on alcohol. Yes. So yeah, I'm just happy that as much as I did blow it, I can see the things that I did.
You blew it on.
Yes, like
I love that.
I see my bag is here, my phone is here, like you know, and just being able to afford things. And
I think if you're someone who comes from a space where you couldn't afford things,
yes,
it's a good experience when you're getting to a place where I can afford myself now.
Yes.
I like that. Asanda, thank you so much for your time. We're about to wrap up our conversation. I hope you guys are getting the information that you need. It's a jungle out there. You need to go prepared the best way you know how. And the things that you've learned in high school as you transition into the varsity life, the values that you were taught and all of those things, you don't want to go to varsity and lose those things. You don't want to go and lose yourself. So any advice that you'd give out there to other young women, whether they're in their first year or trying to get into varsity with all the pressure that we were talking about, any advice?
I think I'll just say be disciplined. I think at the start of our interview, our conversation, I did mention that you need to have purpose. Yeah, discipline, purpose, be responsible, responsibility. Know what you want to achieve. Have a vision board. Like set a vision board. Set your goals and objectives so that you don't. It's easy to deter when you're in varsity. So yeah, just
have something that
reminds you of why you are here, what you came here for. And for me, again, faith. If you're a Christian, you're a believer, God is gonna get you through varsity. It's not easy, but with God,
everything is possible.
Yes, he said through Christ who gives me strength, I can do anything. So yes, with God, definitely you can get through varsity. I had the pleasure of not failing any module or repeating. So I got my degree, I got my honors, everything I got it in record time. So it is possible. Yes, it might feel, some people will come and tell you that, oh my God, I got my degree in 7 years. Yes, that's still possible, but it's also possible to get your degree, everything on time. I'm not gonna say masters because I'm not done. So once I finish my masters, I'm gonna come and say, okay, I got it in record time, or okay, no, guys,
it's not happening.
It's not happening.
I get you.
Yeah, it's possible. It's possible. Also, choose your friends wisely. Choose your friends wisely, because friends, guys, I think I've met so many different people. I've got to interact with like different individuals, personalities. I think what got me through was I knew what I came to UJ for. I knew I was there to get my degree, get my qualifications, and get out of there, make a better life for myself. Because I've had friends that have invited me to spaces where I felt like, this is
Why
not
am
my
I
scene.
here?
Yeah, I'm not comfortable with this. And I was like, you know what? I'm not comfortable with this, and I'm not gonna do this. Yes, we can be friends, but as long as we understand each other, I'm gonna respect the fact that you are this person. You need to respect the fact that I'm this person. Like, it's okay to be different. It's okay
It's
to
okay.
not be the same with your friends.
It's okay to not be
The one who's going out
kept
there.
up with the trends. Like, it's okay for you to not know what's trending. Are you there to find out what's trending, or are you there to get your education?
Exactly.
I get what you're saying.
As much as people are saying education is not really that important, education is important.
It's the key to the door.
Knowledge.
It gets you to the door.
As much as you can say, but I can make millions without education. You can, but what are you gonna do with the million once you have it? You need knowledge.
You need to be educated on how to spend that
and
million.
how to use it. You know,
exactly.
so you need
I get
knowledge.
you.
You need. I'm not speaking from an academic person's perspective because me, I love school. But I'm just speaking like in general. You need the knowledge. Even if you just go to school, get your degree, and get out. Maybe you have other plans. You have a company, or whatever other plans to get yourself, to get a startup, and make more money. But it's important to have education or a backup plan, because once you have your degree, no one can take it away from you.
Yeah.
If that doesn't work out, you have a backup plan.
Yeah.
There's always a backup. Like
You have options.
something to fall back on.
Yes.
It's
You're putting yourself in a
important.
position where you have options.
Yes, it's important to have something to fall back on, because you never know what the future holds. But then when you have a degree, you always have something to go back to. Like that, even if you lose it, you can always go back and like get another copy. It's not like it's a lifetime. Education is a lifetime investment.
Yeah.
That no one can ever take it away from you. If you die with it.
Yeah,
So it's
I
yours.
like that, guys. Education
yours.
is
Yeah.
the best investment you could ever do. If you die with it. You heard it straight from your mouth. Thank you so much for joining us, Asanda, on In Conversation With. You've shared so much. We really appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you for having me. I hope someone out there will appreciate this conversation and will help someone out there.
Truly,
and
I believe so. A
You're
lot of
going to
people need the
varsity,
information.
yes. knowing what to expect.
Yeah. Because of you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for tuning in. We really appreciate you. Drop those comments and let us know if you have any questions. I'll go out of my way to find information for you from her. We can help you. You just need to show up and ask for help, and you will be helped. Guys, good luck as you go and apply. Those who are going to apply, you need to be in their faces until they hear you. And those who are already on first year, we don't know how it went, but you can do it again next year for your second year. So keep up the energy, guys. We are